Hey curious people, it's that time of year for busted Christmas lights. So I'm going to show you how much copper you can actually get out of these low grade things, and whether it's worth actually stripping these things back, chucking them into low grade wire. If you're like me and just want every piece of copper, then I'll show you how long it's going to take you to get the copper out of these messy bad boys. Alright, so I would say it took me a good 15 minutes, maybe 20, to separate these bits. I'm not going to lie, I didn't do it out here in the cold, I did it in front of the television. So for me, it's totally fine. I'm just sitting watching YouTube on the TV. I can just do this while I'm doing it. So separated it into the useless bits. Wanted to, you could strip these down further. That's a bit more fiddly than what I'm after this stuff for the copper and the brass out of the plug. Let's see, people who still use them with the paper bit on. Okay, for those of you who want to really micro scrap to the sort of next level, if you bust into this bit, you're going to find the little brass connector there. See that? There'll be two of those. The other one, where's it gone? Snuck away from me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you've got these two tiny little bits of brass there. Now, it's a fiddly job getting into these, and it's going to take a lot of time. Time is money for a lot of people, but you get that out of one. This could be a string of 300 lights, I don't know. You know, you're going to times that amount by 300, it will add up for you. But it's not a quick job by any means. I could make a little tiny ingot down the line just out of Christmas tree fairy lights, which could be quite cute. So perhaps I'll just save these in a separate jar. Looking a bit lonely in there, and come back to that. But for now, we've got the bits of wire. So on a Christmas tree light, you've got one main wire that runs along, and then you've got the little twisties that attaches to the lights. Well, that's the length you'll get out of each one of those little twisties. If I could just keep turning the wheel, will it just take it all the way out? Or will it get lost in the machine? Oh, it's taken it all the way out. Love this machine. Okay, so all of a tangle. Let's see what we got. This is the fiddly bit on these little wires. Is actually just starting off getting that copper out of there. Oh, there it is. All these Christmas lights that get thrown into the landfill every year. This is what you're throwing away, people. Besides all the horrendous plastic. Look at that. Times that by that. Nice little bit of copper. It's just a nice sort of pastime-ish thing to do up here. If I wasn't making a video, I'd be listening to some music. And just chilling out really. The children are at school. All good. So I'm going to get to it and show you what we get at the end. I really don't think you're going to want to sit and watch me do all of that. So I might have to do this in 2 lots because I do need to get down to the post office. I used the post box this morning for all the UK mail I had, but I need to get a sticker off to Mr. Kevin Mcgrath. So yeah, that's a post office jobby to go via airmail. Been down there a lot lately with posting out stickers. Waiting to get some back in soon, which is exciting. So yeah, so Kevin, great supporter of YouTube, really funny guy, absolutely cracks me up. He's got the best dry sense of humour, and he brings so much to the live shows and stuff. So he made a couple of comments about stickers and wanting to get a sticker. So I have obliged, and there's going to be one on its way. So I need to just get down to the post office. He's also putting up a couple of little videos of his own. Some mail, very mesmerising for any of you sensory people out there like me. Very mesmerising one of an automatic mail envelope stuffing machine. Brilliant. I asked him to do a longer one because I could have watched it for a lot longer than what the video was, basically. Yep, so I'm going to have to go and do that. So I need to do that before the school rush because it's right next to a preschool, and with the COVID regulations at the moment, there's only two allowed in the shop at a time, and you can be waiting there for quite some time. So I need to be strategic in my timing in the hope that I can beat the preschool mums crowd, which I used to be one of. It always makes sense tying it in, but you just sort of know when the shop's going to be at its busiest. So yeah, I might pop off and do that. Okay, right, I'm going to go post some stickers, or post one sticker off, and be back. What did I tell you? There's a queue. Oh dear. Right, I'm back from the shop. As you just saw, there was a queue and I had to stand outside for about 20 minutes. It's they're very strict. It's a small shop. You're only allowed 2 in at a time, and 3 are allowed to queue on like a little indoor bit just in the door. Snobby, got a tip for you. After what you were saying the other day, the positioning of the tea is paramount to how long it stays warm for. I'm hoping this is going to stay warm a tad longer than usual. Alright, this is taking too long, so I'm doing it a different way instead. I'm just using this to it's an electrician's tool really, but I use it for this because it's quicker and easier sometimes depending on what you're doing. Fiddly with the gloves. Right, so yeah, once you've got that end off, you can start pulling it through, and it's actually quicker than doing it the other way. This is absolutely brilliant, this tool. Highly recommend it. This one I just got on Amazon. I use it to do the really tiny little wires, you know, like the ones you get inside SCARTs and different computers and charging cables and stuff, because once you just got that end off like that, oh, it didn't work very well. Try Try that again. What's the matter with that? So I left the thing on. Right, because once you've taken that end off, it's actually a lot easier to just get it down through and pull out like that. So it's a lot quicker.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Okay, quick little update. Stripped the cord and got this copper. You've got the darker stuff in the longer bits, and then this lighter stuff in all those small pieces. That's the waste here, which is chucking away. Next I am going to get the brass connectors out of these. Christmassy. In here, obviously you've got a little tiny bit of copper, but this is what I want. In here is other two-sided brass connectors. Okay. Plastic. There's one with the brass connectors, and there's the other one. So here we go. This is what you're going to get inside every one of those. I showed you earlier, but I'm just showing you again. These two little brass connectors. Show you. Definitely brass. Not like the fake brass that you get on the screws of the plug to Christmas lights. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, instead of then processing these, I'm going to whip them all out and then start cutting off that little tiny bit of cable. It's long, guys. It's long. But getting some brassy goodness. Okay guys, I'm back. It's another day. I had to stop yesterday, so I thought I'd come back and just try to get this done. I have had some rather pressing things I've had to do this morning though, so again I've almost run out of time before the next school run, but as you can see I'm still ploughing on with it. And I'll show you the finished result. Okay guys, so I've done it. This is basically what you can get out of your Christmas lights. So, oh, what's that funny? That's the copper in there. And then this needs further processing, but there's obviously brass here and then a tiny bit of copper connecting it. So like with this one, you can just see the copper that needs to come off. That's a further job, that's not one to be doing now, that's another micro processing job for another time. But you know, lots of little bits of brass there. Plastic for the plastic mounting, of course. The bulbs, obviously there's little tiny bits in there, but I'm not processing those. And then you've got the plug, which of course I break down plugs because they have lovely brass and bits of copper in them. So you've got these lovely brass pins on the plug, they're very nice. And then you've got tiny bits of copper, but they just need stamping out from these bits of brass. Got the fuse, the ends and the contents of the fuse. Now, screw wise, they look like brass, but they're not brass. So it's got fake screws, boo hiss, but I have got that lovely brass out of it. So it took me ages. It's hobby scrappers, great. You've probably got all the time that you want to spend on it. Scrappers that want to make a living, not a chance. This has taken me hours and I'm not even finished processing yet. So really, I just wanted to show you that that is what you get recovery for metal wise out of some fairy lights. So we can weigh up the copper, zero that, 91 grams of copper. That's better than a poke in the eye. Not bad at all. Let's just see what we've got on the mixed copper and brass. There's obviously a little bit of insulation there, but not a massive amount. 43 grams. I'd say half of that is brass. Be conservative and say 20 grams of brass. Again, nothing to be sniffed at. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.